jobs ain't finished. The jobs ain't finished. Let you come ready to go this next week.
How about those?
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar podcast, presented by Chiefs Blitz and sponsored by Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. If you're looking for a real estate expert, call Eric Haynes today at 816-729-3785. That's 816-729-3785. Now, here is your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense Todd.
Welcome back to the next edition of Four Guys in a Bar. I'm your host, Nick Athan, with ChiefsBlitz.com, alongside my partner, Hense Todd, with Bowtie Sports. Check out his show every Saturday at 1 o'clock on his YouTube channel, talking all things Kansas City sports. Maybe they'll even comment about the big fight tonight. But it's Red Friday here in Kansas City, and we are getting geared up for the Chiefs road game against the Buffalo Bills. So before we get into all that, let's talk about our sponsors who make the wheels turn here at the Four Guys in a Bar podcast. First up would be Mr. Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. If you're looking for somebody who can help you buy or sell a house in the greater Kansas City metropolitan area, there's nobody better than Mr. Eric Haynes. You can call him at 816-729-3785, or you can email him at esaleskc@gmail.com, and he will take great care of you because there's no better realtor in Kansas City. Again, call him at 816-729-3785, or email them at esaleskc@gmail.com.
Proud sponsor of Fact or Cap.
That is correct. He's a sponsor of a whole bunch of things, and one of our newest sponsors is my incredible, amazing wife, Emily Athan. If you are looking for a flexible health coverage option for you, your small business, or your family, give her a call. Open enrollment has begun. It will last until December 15th. If you're looking for an ACA or a government option, she can guide you through that process. But if you're looking for a private option, she's got an excellent PPO plan through United Healthcare that she can show you. And it's a great plan, and it will certainly be good for your family. But either direction you go, you need someone who understands the industry, and there's nobody who understands the health insurance industry better than my wife. So give her a call at 913-215-9086.
Emily,
indeed. And we've got a new sponsor, Resell Electronics.
At Resell Electronics and save up to 25%. Our phones are pre-owned and in great condition. We carry top brands like iPhones and Samsung. Sell us your old phone and we'll offer you cash on the spot. Resell Electronics in Independence.
That's right, Resell Electronics. They got two great locations, one in Nolan Road in Independence, the other 40 Highway in Independence. If you're looking for that last-minute Christmas gift, or maybe for the Christmas gift now, so there is no last-minute option, give the guys at Resell a call. You can reach them at 816-886-7285, or you can connect on the website at resellelectronics.com, and they've got a good Black Friday deal going on as well, so we'll pitch that to you in the next segment and let you know what those deals are. But for now, we want to appreciate Resell for coming on board, and they're one of our best sponsors. So salute, as they say in some form, some language or another. And with that, I'm bringing in my buddies, Lou Montagna and Andre Tillman.
Oh, hey, let's go. Hey,
the other two members of the Four Guys.
You don't need no stinking kicker. Let's go.
Let's do it.
We don't need no kicker, huh?
He's a good kicker, so you can't say he's stinking.
Yeah, that's your boy. He Mr. Suave. That's how much we need no kicker. Agent 0007760.
He is the most interesting man in the world, right?
He is.
Yeah, he stands by what he thinks.
Distinguished gentleman.
Yeah. He stick to his guns. I'll tell you that one.
No, he does, man.
Sartorial splendor.
We're talking, of course, about Harrison Buckner.
The hit of Savile Row.
Yeah, all these damn names. All these damn names the dude got, man.
Yeah.
All these damn nicknames, man. But, hey,
a lot of nicknames in the world right now.
You've seen his game time fits and his walk up. Come on.
You're right.
He probably has more names.
I wish I could, dress like that. I would like to have that.
It's all in your head, Nick.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna have some breaking news here in a minute. We're not sure what it is, but the anonymous manga will have it here shortly. So with that said, Gents, it's Red Friday.
Yes,
Chiefs
sir.
I mean, the Bills. There's a little entertainment going on tonight. Mr. Paul versus Mr. Tyson.
Yes, sir.
If you got Netflix, check it out for nothing more than the sheer entertainment value of wasting 4.5 hours with 6 fights before the main event that probably will last 2 minutes.
It's some good fights.
He said 2 minutes.
I've done enough of these, man. I worked in the pay-per-view wrestling game or the pay-per-view boxing game back in the 80s in Kansas City.
Over under on number of different jobs Nick has had in his life. The main
fight just
52
never comes.
Over or under.
You know what crazy about Tyson fights? How we are so thrilled to watch him back in the day. You're like, damn, it's over. Like, you set up shop, get your pizza ready with your kids, and then ding fights over. You're like, damn, Tyson.
Yeah,
damn. You had kids when Tyson was fighting.
I'm just saying, when I was a youngin.
Now I was a youngin.
You're still young.
I'm the listen. I'm a man of very many.
Yeah, the Spinks fight was like one that I actually paid. We was living in Central Florida, went into basically like a theater, right? You paid all this money, and we're all jacked up. I think most of our office was there that night, and we were pretty lubricated by the time it came out.
Did you say lubricated?
Yeah, and it was, I don't know, how long did it last? A minute and a half? And it was like, that's it.
Hey, Ken said 80s and 90s, Tommy Morrison. Tommy Morrison, to me, listen, I remember Tommy Morrison from Rocky. I remember him from Rocky, right? But to me, is this. When Mike Tyson in his prime fight is over, don't set up shop, don't do nothing, just sit there, man, because by the time you really take care of your business,
Tommy kind of double-crossed the Rock, man.
He double-crossed well, unfortunately. I mean, I partied with Tommy back in the day. He was a character. He was something special.
We got to go back. We got to go back to the Nick Athan roast.
No,
he does. There is no name he's unwilling to drop. Every time it's undefeated.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, unfortunately, he passed away some time ago, but he was a character for sure. He had a chance at the gold ring, man, in boxing, and unfortunately, I mean, his fight with Foreman was epic. And then after that, a chance for a huge payday. Unfortunately, I think he tested positive for AIDS at the time, and that was it. He unfortunately passed away many years ago. So nonetheless, salute to Tommy Morrison. It was fun while it lasted, but boxing's kind of gone away. But now tonight,
Tay Mercer was a force too, man. I think say, back in the Lou, back in the day, man, boxing them heavyweight fights was amazing, wasn't it? Back in the day, Holyfield, Moore. Riddick.
How about Ali and Frazier and Ali and Foreman?
Back. Now we'll go story time with Nick here. We'll go back to the 70s when before there was pay-per-view, it would be just on regular TV. And typically it was part of Wide World of Sports on ABC. And, if Howard Cosell was calling it, you knew it was a big deal because Howard was in the middle of everything and wanted to be in the middle of everything.
Oh, he was.
But all the Ali Fraziers and all the guys during that era, whether it was Ken Norton, gosh, I mean, it was really a lot of fun.
Do y'all think George Foreman would have knocked out Ali in a rematch?
George was probably, when he came up, he was probably, the greatest athlete of a fight. He was on par. If they were the same age, he would have been on par athletically, kind of with Ali, because he was just so big, so fast. But again, something happens to a fighter once they get knocked out.
Right.
His whole thing changed.
The aura changed.
But then, if you guys all remember him coming back when he's in his late 30s or 40s, 50s,
monster. He was a monster.
Selling grills on the side, and the George
still getting residuals today on that.
And then all his sons.
Who wins the fight in the second fight? Who wins? Mike, Ali.
All right. We got breaking news. I don't know what it is, but I guess I'm about to find out with you all.
I'm guessing something about
hit it. Hit it.
But again, I think this is Bango with Sin. We have a new follower from the on the Chiefs Blitz, social media, and that's Patrick Mahomes senior.
We love it. We love it. Thank you so much, Mr. Mahomes.
There you go, senior. Nice to see you.
We appreciate that so much,
man. Hey,
we love your boy. We love your family. You guys have done so much for Kansas City. Yes, we're definitely trolling now, but we definitely appreciate the fact that you are following Lou Four Guys in a Bar. Chiefs
Lou didn't answer the question, man. Who wins the fight, Lou?
What fight?
Which
rematch
fight?
between Ali and Foreman. Who wins the fight? If they had a rematch, who wins the fight?
That again, that's a tough because Ali was really old at that point. I mean, he was well into his career. He was going to go down. You probably would have the betting favorite probably would have been Foreman just because of the age difference.
Yeah, okay. I agree.
So it's just a difficult one to say. I mean, okay, both guys in their prime. I think Ali gets him.
That's okay.
Yeah, in the prime.
It's just really difficult when you're trying to compare.
All right, let's ring that bell. Let's reel it back in. Reel it back in. Sorry about that.
You started this.
I know I did.
Come on.
You opened up the can, Nick.
I take full responsibility for the fact that I like to.
You get us started.
That's what Four Guys in a Bar is supposed to do.
Dive right into it.
All right, guys, my friend.
Another breaking news. Harrison Butker. I don't know if he hurt his knee. Was it in practice?
I had the details. He hurt his knee in practice yesterday morning. He slightly. It wasn't a full tear of the meniscus. It really was more kind of and I know this from experience because I've had my meniscus repaired. It's more like a flap in one area. It's an Martha, whatever it's called. It's a scope.
Martha Stewart.
Oh yes, Martha Stewart. It's an arthroscopic surgery. It literally takes 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's on his left knee, so it's his plant leg. Should be back in 3 to 4 weeks.
Again, that's not a repair. I think we've gone over this before. I had mine trimmed. When was it? March of earlier this year actually. And for well-conditioned young athlete, 4 weeks, he'll be fine. He should be okay. But it's not a repair; it's a trim. Eventually, that's probably will need repaired because of the age he's at.
Right.
But hey, we'll see. He's a tough guy.
He is. He did post on Instagram today. The surgery went great. Thanks for all the prayers. And again, they had the surgery very quickly. The diagnosis was swift. The action was taken. So you can get it back in sometime in December. Until then, Mr. Schrader will be the kicker, wearing number 40 for Kansas City. Comes from the Colts and the Jets. In fact, had an option to return to the Jets to go on their active roster. He said, I don't think so. I'm going to go play for the world champions.
You think?
So take that, Aaron Rodgers. You can't even keep your kicker.
4-year guy at USF. Kicked his senior year at Notre Dame. I think he was, if I read the stats right, probably around, and again, you take this with a grain of salt, probably like a 70% accuracy rate in his years in college.
Yep.
But he's like almost 6'2", 200 pounds. So he's a pretty solid dude.
Good leg. Good leg.
And
good leg.
Coach Reed gave the obligatory. He has a strong leg. Yeah, every professional kicker has a strong
200
leg,
pounds of good. That's a good leg on him. 200 pounds of power.
So we'll see. Does he get an opportunity at a big kick this weekend? We'll see how he reacts.
But is he accurate? You got a big leg, brother. Boy, are you accurate?
Very well, Notre Dame. He made all his kicks and extra points this year.
Okay, I got you. Right.
So. Well, I was playing. I found out what number he was wearing. I was playing Madden last night with my son. The next thing I was like, "Who is this number 40 on the goddamn? Where's Harry Bucket?" I said, "Oh, they already updated it." Madden.
Oh, they updated it. They update it right away. I don't play Madden, so I would.
James Hasty was kicking for your team.
James Hasty.
So look, as other news, Hollywood Brown has visited his doctor today. So if this is good news,
Hollywood Brown visited his doctor.
Got a signed jersey. Look at that.
Got a signed jersey. This tells me, as everything I've been told, he will be back on the football field playing again in December. Not sure if it's going to be middle of December, end of December, but in the month of December, I would expect to see Hollywood Brown out there catching passes from Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Shocking, but
Hollywood
that probably was the final sign-off from the doctor today.
Well, it's good news that, we've been talking about these injuries all year, and we're getting closer to the point where these guys are going to come back.
Yeah.
So, you're adding these guys back to a team that's undefeated. It's going to make a difference. I don't care. As long as they just come back and participate, it's going to make a difference.
Yeah.
How big of a difference, we'll see. But just to get guys back that got injured during the season is always a lift, especially at the end of the season when everybody's kind of dragging a little bit.
Yeah, just to recap, Juju Smith-Schuster will play Sunday against the Bills. Isaiah Pacheco and Charles Omenihu both might not be back for the Panthers game. They might be ready to go by the Chargers game, which would be good timing. And then Hollywood Brown is expected sometime in December. And Jalen Watson is also expected to potentially return in the postseason or sooner. So listen, it's like getting a free agents, in the middle to the end of the year. And again, these guys don't have to be superstars. They just have to be contributors, add depth, give Andy Reid more options and Steve Spagnuolo more options, and go win your three-peat. But I'm telling you guys, I thought about this morning, and Lou talked about it earlier too, or before the show. But the NFL gods, man, they for some reason, they don't want the Chiefs to win 3 Super Bowls in a row because they keep getting these guys all the time on injury lists. It seems like every single week we're dealing with something, but the Chiefs just don't have it. They just play with who they've got. And, I was struck by
the aura, man. I don't know.
It is. I was struck by Kyle Brandt on Good Morning Football. I think it was on Monday.
Right.
And he said, and I don't always agree with the guy, and he's a huge Buffalo Bills fan, and God love him for it. But he said, this is the funnest Chiefs team I've ever watched. And I started to think about it. And if you kind of let go of the angst that you kind of feel during a game and late in the game, they find ways to win. They do things different. Nothing phases them. Nothing bothers them.
It does.
It's for Star Trek fans, it's the Kobayashi Maru. It's built to make sure you lose, but as Captain Kirk did, he reprogrammed the computer and he beat it. And that's what these Chiefs are doing. They just find a way to win, and it's fun to watch. So I'm just going to enjoy it, and the heck with the NFL gods. I think the Chiefs are a team of destiny. I really do.
I think as far as the injuries go, they've been really, really fortunate.
Really? Yep.
So, to the extent that they've had, it hasn't been, major injuries to Travis, to Patrick, to Chris Jones, right? So that's kind of the injuries are inevitable in the league. Everybody's going to have injuries. It's just you can't play every single game, and the Chiefs are playing 20 games a year. Yeah. So, this actually isn't as bad as it could be. You look at some of these other teams, like the Rams and the injuries that they've had, and any other teams. It's just you just got to deal with it.
But who survives that? What other NFL team survives that?
And it's a credit. No, not at all. And it's a credit to Veach. It's a credit to his staff. The guys that they bring in fit the profile, and they just roll with it.
All right. We got fact or cap.
We're going right into fact or cap.
That's right. Strike up the band. Do we have the band today, Hensley?
Yes, we do.
Here we go. Yes, sir. Fact or cap. Yes, gang. You asked for it, and it's back every Friday. I'm going to read a series of some thought-provoking statements. Maybe it's obvious, maybe it's not, but it's good to get the conversation and get other people's opinions on what's shaking here. Now, this week, I've taken the liberty to look at the schedule and see, some very interesting matchups. And it started last night with the Commanders and the Eagles, and it continues on Sunday. So with the first one, and 2 huge games, right in my backyard. I got to the south of me, I got the Steelers and the Ravens. To the north and east of me, I've got Buffalo and Kansas City. So the first one, Ravens 7-3 at the Steelers. 60 meetings in the Harbaugh, and then for the Steelers, you had some Cowher, some with Tomlin. You know the names. You know how brutal this is. It's so close. you're splitting hairs every year. But the statement is this: Ravens-Steelers is the best rivalry in the NFL. Fact or cap?
I would say no. It had to be the Chiefs and the goddamn Buffalo Bills are the Bengals. One of the two.
No, it hasn't been long enough. No.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I took your time.
Everybody gets a chance to respond. So
sure, everybody get a chance to sponsor Nick and Bob the Builder Dre. So I'll say the Bengals are the Bills for me. So I would say cap.
Okay. So Nick,
right, I'm definitely going to say cap. I'm an old purist. Even if I take the Chiefs out of the equation,
talk to him.
Eagles, Cowboys, Redskins.
Jeez.
Okay, Nick, time out. I'll revise this statement. How about in the last 20 years?
Okay, last 20 years.
Of damn 50s and 40s, man.
My goodness.
In the last decade, it's one of the best. But I don't think it's the best.
Okay, Coach.
Man, I'm gonna say the Steelers and Cowboys to me. Steelers and Cowboys and just rivalry. I do believe this is probably one of the best rivalries in the game. So I'm going.
Okay, now I hate to call out my compadres here, but it's not even close. It may be the best rivalry in sports. They play twice every year, right? Now, recently, the Chiefs and the Bills have played, and some of the games mean a little bit more than others. But, I mean, if you're looking, 60 games, and I think it's like almost dead even, right? And it's always, obviously they're divisional opponents that twice a year at least, sometimes playoff games. So it may be the best rivalry in modern sports in terms of team sports right now. So, okay, Next. This is more of a quarterback matchup. We know what's happening with Cincinnati. We know what's happening with the Chargers. You've got Burrow, who is playing at an MVP level. You've got Justin Herbert, who finally has a coach that has changed that culture, and now he has, I guess, the belief of his coach, and they're calling plays to where he can show his best. Now, the last time we saw Herbert kind of like on a national stage, he was at the scene of one of the biggest playoff collapses ever in Jacksonville. And it was not a good look. So the statement is this: Justin Herbert actually needs this game more than Joe Burrow. Fact or cap?
I would say that's the cap. I think Joe Burrow needs this game more than Justin Herbert just to stay in the playoff race. So and even not if they lose, they done. Might as well wrap it up.
Right.
Into the season.
So you're looking at more at the team perspective. I'm just saying, as a quarterback in the league, to kind of show who's who. But
between those two matchups, those two then.
Yeah.
Bo.
I'm with you. I'm with you there too. If Cincinnati loses, they're pretty much done.
Yeah.
But between these two, if it had to be Herbert, because Herbert have to show that he is that type of guy that a lot of people think he is. So, yeah, I say fact.
Nick, I know you love both of these guys.
I'm going to go with fact. I mean, Herbert's hurt, and he may not even play. So his ankle is tweaked. I think he will play, but he's not going to be 100%. And if the Bengals front four can get after him, that could be. But that's not the question. I think it's more important for Herbert to be put in the club of a guy who can win in January. And I'm fact.
All right, Coach.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with fact because I do believe Herbert has to go out there to beat Burrow, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. To put your name up there with the upper echelon, you gonna have to go out there and beat one of the best quarterbacks. So I go with fact.
Yeah, I'm going to go that way as well. Now, certainly the Bengals need it more than the Chargers do. I mean, the Chargers are kind of firmly in the wild card positioning. They're in there. And the Bengals, they're hanging by a string. But again, this may be can you consider Burrow an MVP candidate if they end up the year with a losing record? I mean, he seriously have maybe one of his – I don't want to say one of his – he may be having the best year of his career with the Bengals right now. But yeah, absolutely, Chargers. I do want to acknowledge a couple of new names I haven't seen before. Sal, love to see it. Thanks for playing.
Appreciate
Brian Gales, new
Thanks,
user.
Brian.
Love to see you guys.
That's a big thumbs up.
Feel free to participate with the Factor Cap, guys. Okay, next one. Somebody did mention Sal, the Packers and Bears. So Packers are 6-3. They're 0-2 in the division. The Bears are 4-5. They fired their OC. Thomas Brown jumps in there now. Was a really hot name coming off of McVay's staff, working with the quarterbacks and working with the offense. Goes to Carolina. That was just a big mess. That whole coaching staff was it was too many. They tried to put together a coaching all-star team and it didn't work out. But here we go. It's the oldest rivalry in the NFL, but you've got two really young quarterbacks. Jordan Love has thrown 10 interceptions. He's only played 7 games. Caleb Williams is having his struggles, kind of going through it as a rookie. So the statement is this: Caleb Williams needs this game more than Jordan Love does. Factor Cap.
I would say fact, because hey, he's on the trash list today. So I would say it's a fact. He needs this game more than Caleb loves, and the Bears need it.
Foreshadowing there from Hensley. Okay.
Do we even know if he's starting this week? I thought they were playing the backup this week.
Oh my God! Nick, come on, man. Let's go. What do you got?
Yeah,
Factor Cap.
If he doesn't win this football game and prove that the last few weeks have been a fluke and he can overcome the chaos, including his own teammates turning on him, yeah, this is his season right here.
I agree. He has to be loved, so I'm gonna go fact on this one.
Yeah, I think just in the short term it would, because listen to this schedule. I mean, the Bears could legitimately lose the rest of their games. They've got Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit, San Francisco, Minnesota again, Detroit again, Seattle, and they finish with Green Bay at Lambeau. They could legitimately lose all 8 of those games. I mean, this is brutal. You hate to see it for the kid, because I think you see the difference with what Jaden Daniels had to start the season with Cliff Kingsbury versus what they had in Chicago. And I'm not putting this all at the feet of Shane Waldron. I just think the way they've gone about this and the fact that Chicago has never been able to develop a young quarterback, this is just ugly. You hope and pray that they get somebody in there next year that kind of gets him turned around and gets it squared. Now this one here is a strange one. This is an old AFC East rivalry, if you would, and certainly this is from the theater of the absurd, because it's the Colts at the Jets. AR-15 comes back as the quarterback for the Colts. You got Aaron Rodgers sitting there at 3-7, and that team is hanging by a string. I don't know what's happening there. 4-time MVP, just a horrible season. Bottom line here, actually, Anthony Richardson needs this more than Aaron Rodgers. Factor Cap.
I would say yes, because if I'm Anthony Richardson, when this season is over, I'm finding a way to get out of Indianapolis.
Yeah,
this team has been misusing them, sitting them, benching them, just embarrassing the kids. So I would say yes, he needs this game more.
So you didn't take your job seriously as the CEO of your team, and your response is, well, you just need to go to a different team.
Right. No effort, no accountability.
Hey, if it doesn't work out in the first few weeks, dude, you don't like it, just bail. All right, Nick, what do you got?
Okay, I'm gonna go with fact. It's far more important to him to show the mistakes of the coaching staff the last couple of weeks in games that they should have won, could have won, had they had the right quarterback in there, and when their other quarterback was struggling, they should have brought him back. So to me, this is a huge statement game for him and in his future. And to go on a showcase against Aaron Rodgers, nothing better than I wish this guy all the luck this weekend. I really do.
What do you got?
I forgive him for his mishap.
I'm gonna go with fact, because my man has to bounce back and show everybody it was a mistake putting him on the bench. And Aaron Rodgers and we're done. I'm not worrying about the Jets no more. But this is the game for AR to go out there and show what he's learned sitting on the bench, and show everybody he's humble and he's ready to take over the team. So yeah,
that I agree with. I think maybe the benching was kind of a wake-up call for him. Didn't have anything to do, I think, with tapping out of a game, but I think he learned from that you just don't do that. And then maybe he wasn't taking it as seriously as he should. Again, 13 starts at Florida, and you get thrust into this position. The guys that are doing well are Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix. They both had like over 50 starts playing at multiple programs. So this could be the best thing for him. And I'm here too for fact, because the Colts still have maybe an outside shot. The Jets are done. And, A-Rod's a made man in the league. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. I don't know where his career goes from here, but AR-15, let's get it.
Yep, definitely.
All right, last one. Another, intra-divisional rivalry. Seattle at San Francisco. Seattle's 4-5. San Francisco's 5-4, and they're both behind the first place Arizona Cardinals. Coach, come on now. Let's go, Kyler Murray. So Seattle's season is teetering. They're probably not going to go to the playoffs if they lose this game. San Francisco just squeaked by Tampa Bay. They got McCaffrey back, but I think they're about to go on a run. So the statement is this: San Francisco needs this one more than Seattle. Fact or cap?
I'll say cap, because both teams need it more than each other. So I'll say, if you had to choose one,
that's how we play.
You had to choose one. I say the Seahawks need it more than the 49ers. Right. So I say cap.
Yeah, I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go cap Seahawks as well. This is their season. They have to win this game. Definitely.
All right. Well, I think San Fran needs it more. But I'm going fact.
Yes.
I think San Fran needs it more because this is the time to where they excel. They put everything together and they go on these winning streaks. So I'm gonna go with San Francisco.
Yeah, that's the theory here, is that I believe they're still one of the best rosters in the NFC. And at the end of the day, once all those stars get clicking, they should be there at the end. So we'll go fact, because I think even if Seattle wins this game, I just don't see them going to the playoffs, or even if they do, they're one and done. Where San Francisco, I think if they're healthy and they go on a run, they can win the whole thing. So there you have it, gang. This week's fact or cap, brought to you by
Speaking of
let me do a quick shout out. Sal, he's a Bills fan. Subscribe, good show. Sal, we appreciate that. Hey, I love Bills Mafia. You guys are passionate, and you got a great quarterback, and you got a good
always welcome a Paisan.
We will always welcome you, sir.
Yes.
So we appreciate that very much, Sal.
Sal, if it's not too much, if you want to give away, the vowels at the end of your last name, much appreciated. Bring it.
Let's go and get into our sponsors before we go on.
Let's talk about our sponsors before we start previewing the Chiefs and the Bills this weekend. First up, Mr. Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. If you're looking for someone who can help you buy or sell a house in the greater Kansas City area, give Eric Haynes a call at 816-729-3785, or you can email him at esaleskc@gmail.com.
Proud sponsor of Fact or Cap.
Yes, indeed. Excuse me. If you're looking for someone who can help you find a good health insurance option for you, your family, your small business, give my wife Emily a call at 913-215-9086. Whether you're looking for a government option or a private option with a nationwide PPO, she will guide you through your current plan and make sure that she finds the best one for you and your family. Again, open enrollment closes December 15th. So if you're looking for a government option, let her go through all the plans and she will find the right one for you. Give her a call at 913-215-9086.
Emily.
That's right. And let's bring in our new sponsor, Resell Electronics.
On new and used electronics at Resell Electronics. TVs, laptops, Apple Watches, cameras, cell phones, plus so much more. And if you're into gaming, we carry new gen as well as vintage consoles. Resell Electronics in Independence.
That's right. Resell Electronics has two locations in Independence, 1214A South Nolan Road, the other one down on 40 Highway. So if you're looking for that Christmas gift, or maybe you got some old electronics around, you can just go into the store, tell them the Chiefs Blitz sent you. They're going to have a big Red Friday sale as well. They got discounts on everything plus a raffle. So you definitely want to check them out. You can give them a call at 816-886-7285. There it is. 10% off cell phones, 50% off tablets, TVs, monitors, cell phones, accessories, laptops, 20% off smartwatches. You can get PS1, PS2. I don't have my glasses on. Buy 2 games, get 1 free. A free $10 game with any purchase, plus a raffle that's included with every purchase. Again, make sure you tell them that the guys at Chiefs Blitz sent you over.
Resell.
I love it. Love it. Love it. We appreciate them very much. So, guys, Chiefs.
We got a game. Got a game on Sunday. Let's go.
Got a game on Sunday. Let's go.
Before we get in the game,
all right.
Take a minute. Let's go ahead and get into. I'm gonna get into the top 6 teams.
All right, we're gonna string this out. Let's do it.
I was trying to push it, but
it's all good.
It was going for a minute, but let's get right into
it. The cube malfunctioned.
The cube is malfunctioned.
It malfunctioned.
We need a sound effect for that.
I'm gonna start missing pieces. Missing pieces of shit.
But again, these are the top teams that's on the cube list. Do you guys agree?
Here we are again.
I have the Chiefs.
Oh wow! The change at the bottom.
Giving you love, Coach.
Oh my goodness! How much did that cost you?
I can't look at anything except for number 6.
Oh my goodness!
Appreciate it, fellas. That's love.
Awesome.
I have the Chiefs at 9-0 and number 1. The Detroit Lions at 8-1 at number 2, and we have the Steelers at 7-2. The number 3, the Buffalo Bills, number 4, 8-2. The Philadelphia Eagles took the spot of my Commanders. So they are, they 8-2 right there. And we have the Cardinals. Now I was on the toss up here with the Cardinals and the Falcons. So I put 2 birds in the cages, and I said which one won, and the Cardinals came out on top. So what you have to say about this list?
Well, I'm gonna say I'm good with 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5.
Wow.
And I don't mind the Ravens being off the list because I'm still not sold on the Ravens. A lot's going to be decided on how well they play against the Steelers and what they show. But the Cardinals are a nice team, and every dog deserves its day in the top 6. So as we rotate the cube, I'm going to say on all this, thumbs up. I'm good for it for 1 week. I reserve the right to change all my answers next week.
Dre, what you got to say about the list, sir?
All right, we'll dig it. I like the list because the majority of them teams that's on it deserve to be up there in that order. The Chiefs, Detroit. I like Pittsburgh. That's a good move. Pittsburgh been playing great on offense and defense, and with Russell Wilson starting, they a whole different team. On the Buffalo Bills are the Buffalo Bills. They just the Buffalo Bills, man. And I can't even describe who they are, but they get the job done. And last night, my boy Quinn Mitchell, the boy I've been banging on the drums for this dude since Toledo. A guy from Toledo, man. That's my guy. That defense with Dejon Cooper,
number 1 rated corner in the draft.
Absolutely, Cooper Dejon, man. And then Cooper Dejon out there, man, playing phenomenal. And they got a good defense over there, and that showed a lot because they shut down Hence's boy, Jaden Daniels, made him look like a rookie.
He looked like a rookie last night.
He is a rookie.
They brought the high down. They came back down to reality.
Yeah, still better than the Cowboys. So
hell yeah.
A little off topic here, but didn't Jaden Daniels just didn't look right from the beginning? I mean, he just didn't look. I mean, he looked either that the ribs are bothering him a little bit more than than we've been led to believe. Or he just didn't look himself at all.
Yeah.
The
I
game,
think it was the Sunday to Thursday short week.
Hey,
I think that did him in.
Hey, real quick though, the Commanders had a chance to really make some plays because, like I said, the Eagles missed a couple field goals. Man, that was in put in good position. But
that's the thing with the Eagles; they're kind of hot and cold. If you can, I mean, when they're just kind of going through the motions like they were most of the first half, you got to take advantage of that and kind of put them away.
That's true.
Once they get rolling, it's just crazy.
So now, to my Cardinals, real quick. I love the pick because do they deserve it? Yes, they do, because they're number one in their division. They're 2-0 in their division, and they've been battle tested right now. They're battle tested right now. You know, my motto is I don't brag because they got to earn it. It's all about earning it. So they have earned the right to be at 6. So
yeah, they got the bye this week. We'll see when they come off the bye.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty good with most of the list. I've got Baltimore at number 3. That's the only difference, and I've got Pittsburgh at 6. So other than that, I'm with you there with Kansas City, Detroit, Buffalo at 4, Philadelphia at 5. So
that's crazy.
Flip Pittsburgh to 6. And put Baltimore in at 3.
You know what's crazy? It's gonna be a crazy game between the Baltimore Steelers and the Baltimore Steelers, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It is. It always is the best rivalry in sports.
Ooh. Yeah, is it at Baltimore?
Pittsburgh.
It's at Pittsburgh. Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. This is a big game for the Chiefs. That's a big game for the Chiefs too, because the Chiefs still play.
Already beat one of them, and they got the other
tiebreaker.
Intact, right?
If the Ravens win, I'm not upset about it at all. But I think the Steelers win, and that pretty much locks up the division for them. I think because I don't think the Steelers should play.
Locks it up.
Well, I think the Steelers is either Baltimore or Pittsburgh still has all their games remaining in the division.
This is Pittsburgh's first division game.
Yeah, so I like that over the next 9 games.
Let me ask y'all this real quick. If Russell Wilson goes out there and they beat the Baltimore Ravens, what are y'all thoughts on that?
Got to become a believer then. Yeah. Because Russ is, not to say that Russ is cooking, but it's almost like Seattle, like the early Seattle days. Run the ball, strong defense, throw those moon balls over the top. He's got Pickens and Williams, big receivers. Yep. So
big tight end.
Yeah, that Williams addition was huge.
That was the Q's list. Hey, it looked good. I think it looked nice. I think I got them all right. So with that said,
the Q was put together.
It's finally put together. So let's get right into the game of the game of the week. That's the Chiefs and Baltimore. I mean, not Baltimore.
Buffalo Bills. I did the same thing. I said Baltimore.
Everybody was talking about the Buffalo Bills, so I kept adding to my mind now. So let's get right into it, guys.
Right, let's hit it.
So we got will Mahomes be more aggressive without Bucker? That beat him.
I'm gonna say no. I think they're going to just keep playing the way they are. They're going to, not that they're playing careful, but it's just an efficient offense. It doesn't necessarily, you're not going to be a ton of big plays unless they get them in the run game. Right. You might see a couple over the top. I mean, I'm still hopeful for Xavier to just kind of unlock whatever's locked him. But in terms of Mahomes being more aggressive, no, I think they'll continue to do what they've been doing the whole season.
Yeah, I'm kind of. What's that?
Before we get deep into it, I see Mango put something in here. So it appears that I can't hardly see it on my screen.
D-Hop appears on your injury report, citing me, full participant all week. Yeah. This is on brand for D-Hop. I mean, normally wherever he's been, he's always on the injury report. He does tend to, not practice a lot, but in this situation, because he's been here for such a short period of time, I think he's going to participate in practices. This may just be Chiefs doing their due diligence. Maybe it was a little sore, put him on the report, and
maybe they're just trolling.
Yeah, give Buffalo something to think about. Hey, our receivers hurt too.
Yeah, that's crazy. Their rookie star receivers.
Yeah, Coleman's out, and then
man,
yeah,
It's crazy, guys, because it might swing. I know it's off top, but it might swing Buffalo because he ain't got his stars now. Now it's all about Allen, so you know how it goes. But
yeah, we already know who you're picking. I don't want to hear it.
I didn't even say who I was picking. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Cooper's questionable. He is definitely he may play. He's got a cast on his wrist, so that's something that we're gonna have to worry about. But I think for the Chiefs offense, I think they are going to be more aggressive. I know Matt Nagy talked about it yesterday. I'm not sure if we have the quote or not, but there it is. He's excited for the deep ball plays coming to the offense soon. Now that could be a precursor to Hollywood Brown coming back too. That could just
offensive coordinator. It should have been out there. What are we talking about, Matt Nagy? I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Oh, stop it.
Man, stick to the subject, man.
Matt Nagy is just fine. I got no issues with Matt. He's going to be a head coach next year in the NFL. But listen, I think they're going to take more chances in this game. I think the Bills defense. I think the Bills secondary has some leaks. Maybe Sal can correct me if I'm wrong.
Denver's got a pretty good defense. It's not like the 78 Steelers by any stretch, but you guys did watch that game. I mean, in order to get the deep ball, he's got to get to like his seventh step and let it fly.
Yeah.
How many dropbacks did he have where he had that kind of time? That's the piece is where I don't think they're going to be as aggressive.
Well, I think they move. I think they panic a little bit in the pocket.
Like we said last show, and Dre said been sending for the longest. If the left tackle ain't gonna get fit, they ain't gonna need deep ball core nowhere. Man. And we can see Mahomes being more aggressive. Yeah, without.
You don't necessarily have to throw it deep to be more aggressive. I think in relation to the question, without Bucker, I don't think the kicker is going to make a difference. If they're insane, I don't think they'll have the kid trying 50-yarders in that stadium with the weather being what it is now. But if they're like inside the 30-yard line, inside the 40-yard line, I don't think Reed will have any problem putting him out there. They wouldn't have brought him in if they weren't confident in him making some.
Yeah, there were a lot of kickers on practice squads around the NFL, and this one was, in their opinion, the best. So
I say this to be more aggressive. I mean, the Chiefs don't be the Chiefs, man. They are a situational team. So be aggressive. Who knows? This depends on the downs and the confidence and the momentum. So it just depends. So.
Yeah. This team's dialed. Trust me, Mahomes is dialed in.
Maybe they try throwing more on first down when it's not, they go against tendencies a little bit to try to, help the offensive line, right?
Like that.
Yeah.
So, some play action pass from under center wouldn't be a bad thing.
It was Steve DeBerg. First play of every game, he generally always went deep and did a play action and would throw that.
Got to go deep in your first opportunity.
Marty would never let him throw it again. So
I seen this yesterday. I was like, it kind of ticked me off. I'm like, man, we about to be week 10, and here you go talk about.
Why is that because he's like, we should have been doing this. We should have been.
First off, he was asked a direct question about Worthy. So of course he doesn't want to say something negative about the rookie wide receiver. You want to keep him confident.
But honestly, guys, I don't even believe in the Bills have the secondary to even stop Kansas City. Honestly, I don't even see it.
I'll say bring
don't have it. So
but again,
I play Chiefs to air it out though.
All right,
I think they're going to be more aggressive.
What does the barber say?
Ding ding.
Next.
What does Spags to do to stop Josh Allen?
Contain.
Go ahead, Dre.
Go ahead. You said
I already stopped you. Because you fixed your lips to say Nick. So I stopped you. I said contain.
I'm a controller. I'm supposed to give everybody a shot. Go ahead.
Well, coach, just contain what exactly? Let's
come on.
The edges don't over pursue. You keep on just like what the Commanders did with Hurts. You contain. All right, you control your gap. You keep them in the pocket.
You say short answers. He'll say contain and just
pass rushers. keep your rush lanes. It's the easiest thing to do is lose that integrity because you're trying to beat the guy in front of you.
That's right.
Right. And you want to get to the quarterback. And in the heat of the moment, sometimes guys will try to spin inside when they have the edge. And next thing you know, Josh is out the gate and he's downfield. Right.
I'm gonna tell. Yeah,
that's the biggest thing is don't let him, get too comfortable getting outside and just running the ball.
Joshua Uche is going to have a big game Sunday. He knows he's played against him multiple times, twice a year for the last 5 seasons, or at least, once this year, I believe. I think he's got a beat on him. I think he's going to be that guy that's has the speed to push him toward the defense and to catch up with him if he breaks the pocket. But that to me, I think he should be the spy along with Leo Chenal, on Allen. And I think if they come at him in both directions, I think they can have some success. Now, Josh did not play well last week against the Colts. It was really their defense and a horrific quarterback performance by Indianapolis that allowed him to win that football game. So it wasn't as bad.
It seems like the more they rely on Josh, in other words, he throws the ball more than 30 times, the worse they do.
Yeah.
They kind of found their way to play using the tight ends, using the running backs, much like Kansas City, really, and just kind of being efficient. And then Josh runs it. That's the other part that maybe the Chiefs don't have. But when he is not, I won't say forced, but they get a little ahead of their skis and he's thrown the ball 35 times, that's when their efficiency really gets beaten down, and they're not quite as good.
Yeah.
Kathy said maybe Hicks will meet Allen. Maybe Kathy, maybe Hicks will. Like, hey, tell Allen hello. Give him a good hello.
Sal makes a good comment. Bill's gonna run in McDermott.
They're gonna be missing they root out they they tight end.
Dalton Kincaid, that's huge, and I think the right tackle too might be out as well.
Chiefs win this game hands down then.
Easy there, coach.
Nothing is easy between these two teams.
It is week 11. For the Chiefs last year. Everybody has injuries.
It so sweet, right? It sounded so sweet, huh? Oh yeah. Oh, Chiefs win this hands down.
The Bills were demoralized by injuries last game, and Chiefs won it.
Ain't that crazy how when you're back against the wall, you play harder? And ain't that crazy? It's like, well, we got injuries, time to step it up. So it's like any NFL team.
Human nature, man.
There you go.
Right. But my case was, I would say, put Leo Chenal as a spy. Yeah. Have him on all game because he's fast, athletic, strong, athletic, he's fast and strong. Josh Allen, because he's hard to take down too. You hit him, he's slipping out of tackles.
He's a big dude. Yeah.
What did
on him and lock him up? That's why.
What did Chris Jones say? He's a more athletic Big Ben.
Yeah.
Big Ben was
for
tough.
sure. Ben was hard to tackle. He just didn't have the wheels.
Right.
Where Josh Allen's got the bazooka. He's huge and he can run.
I got the bazooka and he's huge.
Yeah.
What impact will Juju have on the Chiefs offense when he returns?
Be interesting to see how many snaps he gets, just to see, if he's all the way back. If he's all the way back and he gets maybe 50 or 60% of the offensive snaps, I think he will have I don't want to say a serious impact on the game, but I think it will also unlock a little bit of D-Hop because, again, more weapons that you have in the middle of the field, some things on the outside could open up. And that's, where we'd like to see D-Hop operate and just kind of take the game over, if you would. Obviously. So from that perspective, I think if he gets a significant number of snaps, now he may not have like 8 catches or anything like that. He might have 4, but just the fact that he's out there and they have to account for him, that's going to open things up for D-Hop, I think, on the outside.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, I think with Juju, I think that'll help Xavier. I think it's certainly going to help Kelsey. And I think that when you look at what he was able to do before the injury, particularly what was it against the Saints? He had that terrific game. That's kind of what they were hoping to get. And he finally turned it into performance. And of course he gets hurt, but listen, Juju's a veteran. He knows the offense. He knows Patrick. They're still kind of working their way through Hopkins. This is a good trio for the Chiefs to have, along with Kelsey, and then you add Watson into the mix and McCole Hardman for his plays.
And Noah Gray.
And Noah Gray. This is a solid offense for Kansas City. You add their running game to it. I mean, this is a concern. The Bills are 28th in pass defense, and that's why I think the Chiefs are going to be aggressive. So I think Juju's going to have, probably a 5-catch, 60-yard game, something like that. And as Ruben says, it's just another weapon.
That's all it is, honestly. Like I said, I don't see the Buffalo Bills getting any pressure on Kansas City, even though the left tackle was weak.
You don't think the Chiefs are going to get pressure on the Bills?
No, I don't think the Buffalo Bills are going to get pressure on the Chiefs.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant to say. Because
that's a big statement right now.
Huge statement. Huge statement. Because I
hope you're right.
I hope I am. The majority of the time, I think I am sometimes, Lou. No,
yeah.
Honestly, because like their pass defense sucks. And in order to have a good pass defense, you got to have a good pass rush.
Right.
So I'm saying
I feel like it's really gonna impact the run game because what Taylor did to them last week was, and I think the Chiefs had the best 3 offensive linemen in the game. So
and the interior,
interior. So I feel like what the coach did to them last week, what Taylor did, and I feel like Kareem Hunt is going to have a big day. That's why I feel like. I feel like everybody else, this and there, but I feel like Kareem Hunt is going to start the day off right and have a big day. So I feel like
let me get to a couple questions. Kathy asked, do you think Hendershot will see more playing time? I think there's a chance, especially as a blocker. He did get a pass thrown his way. And Sal makes a great point. I love it. You'd think defensive coordinators would not let Kelsey roam free through the soft zones. Well, sorry, dude.
They've been trying to for 10 or 12 years.
It's never worked.
That's why Kelsey's so great.
The thing about Kelsey is you practice against everybody else. You practice again. You watch film, and what he does isn't a typical route. From what you see. And I mean, if you're every defense has rules, right? Mm-hmm. Every guy, especially if you're playing zone. Buffalo's a big zone team. They're not a great man-to-man team. So you're going to see a lot of zone. You're going to see Travis kind of coming through there. Now, if you're playing the integrity of the zone, then you have rules and you're go where you're supposed to go. Well, Travis just has this innate ability to know where you're going, and he just goes elsewhere. So, every team has tried to do that, and it's confounding, I would think, because, do you only have to guard one guy? Well, it's that guy. Yep. So it's not that easy.
Real quick, if you don't get physical with Travis Kelce at the line, with Sal was stating, if you don't get physical with Travis Kelce at the line, he's going to kill you.
Beat him up.
Right. And now you're kind of changing the look of that defense, because if you're having somebody man up with him and everybody else is in zone, there's going to be a void, right? A big void somewhere else. So,
all right, ring that bell. Next up.
Is this the biggest go ahead.
Is this a bigger game for the Chiefs? Or this sounds like Factor Cap. Is this a bigger game?
You didn't ask
for the
that
Chiefs
question.
Or for the Bills? I didn't, because I knew we were doing this. Come on.
Don't hate on Lou. Lou got the script. Now, honestly, I think it's a bigger game for the Bills, man. It's always a bigger game for the Bills. The Bills go out there. They're going to set the tone. They're going to set the world on fire. They finally beat the Chiefs. And Josh Allen didn't have his guys. And you know how the narrative goes. So I feel like it's going to be a big statement for the Bills, man.
I'm with you. I think all the pressure's on the Bills. If the Bills win this game, there's still the Chiefs still have a 1-game cushion. If they lose, they're going to fall 3 games back plus the tiebreaker. So it's a massive. This is about as must-win game the Bills are going to have on their schedule, and their schedule is really tough. I think they play both San Francisco and Philly over the next 4 weeks, or maybe it was the Rams. I can't remember.
But they would be I think they're playing the West.
Yeah, the Chiefs can clinch. This is my opinion.
Right.
The Chiefs can virtually clinch the number 1 seed. All they'd have to do is basically just worry about Pittsburgh. If the Steelers lose a couple of games, and if the Chiefs go in on Christmas Day and beat the Steelers, then they can lock it up and have 3 weeks off for the postseason. But all the pressure's on the Bills. It always is in these games because the Chiefs don't really have that pressure because they know how to win these games. Now, Patrick is 1-0 at Buffalo. He is, he's 0-3, I think, in Kansas City.
I think two.
He's got 2 wins there.
The COVID year and the regular
and in the playoffs.
season,
I meant the regular season. Sorry.
Game.
Yeah. So he's 2-0. He's never lost. I think the Chiefs have been very dialed in at practice. You can kind of tell. You can kind of tell the way the head coach is kind of, Andy was pretty rough to gruff today, and the players, they weren't really joking around, and even the coordinators. I mean, it was all business this week. So, this is a huge business trip for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They win, and they can create some distance. They can start getting these guys back on the field. They can start working them into them. I don't think the Chiefs really care if they go undefeated or anything like that. It's just a matter of getting ready for the playoffs and getting that number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Do you think they don't care?
I don't think they do.
No. They're never.
We care.
The biggest thing
they don't care.
They ain't gonna say it though.
I don't know who said. Somebody, I heard it during this week, but somebody said like
the Chiefs, game. How they won't care?
The Chiefs are like practicing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because offensively, it doesn't look quite right. It's like they're experimenting with different things.
For 9 games.
But in terms of is this a bigger game for the Chiefs or the Bills? In the standings, it certainly is a much bigger game for the Bills, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think that from the national narrative, if they beat the Chiefs, then it's going to be like the story will be much larger.
Yeah.
Put the hammer down.
Right? If the Chiefs win, it's going to be like, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. The Chiefs are inevitable. All the different things that you typically see.
Then people start talking about an undefeated season.
Right. So it's just really like the perception of fans, shows like ours.
It's a storyline. Yeah.
It's something to kind of get fired up about. But in terms of the standings, the Bills absolutely need it if they have any designs on being the number 1 seed, because otherwise.
I'll say this. I'll say that it's bigger for the Kansas City Chiefs to get the separation in the AFC. Also, Patrick Mahomes get that upper leg on Tom Brady because they'll go 21, and so I think that's the record. The record
so you're going for the undefeated streak.
The longest winning streak, what Hense is referring to, is over a 2-year span, 21 games in a row by the Patriots. I think it was over 2003 and 2004.
Were the Chiefs at 15 or 16?
Chiefs are at 16, I believe.
They're at the Len Dawson stage.
That's some games to go, Bo.
15 or 16. I don't remember, but it's up there. I think it's 15.
Shit, hell, they might as well go undefeated then.
But that's the thing. That's what everybody's looking for now. Is this could be like the trifecta, the trifecta, the superfecta, the win streak, the 20-0. The three, this would go down as the greatest team of all time.
Also,
if they hit those 3.
Also, I say it's bigger for them because every game is bigger for this team. This team will just look at it and say, "Oh, this is bigger for anybody else." This is bigger for me because I'm chasing rings, I'm chasing history, I'm chasing this and that. So this team, and they can put the AFC to rest if they just keep on, win a couple more games,
especially if the Ravens lose too.
You want the history, huh? See, now it's cast out the bag. You want history.
Yeah, I'm saying these guys are chasing something totally different than everybody else in the NFL is chasing right now.
Right.
So I feel like
they're chasing.
You're chasing that, sir. You're chasing
I feel like this game is big. Every game is bigger to the Chiefs than anybody else. So this game, I feel like it's big. So what are y'all keys to victory? Lou,
no, just that, man. Did we just say that?
Lou.
Well, it came up. It came up when we talked about Josh Allen for sure.
Okay.
I mean, that's probably number 1 is keeping like rush lane integrity. In other words, can't let him out. I mean, try to squeeze him in the pocket. Now he can still win from the pocket, but it's going to be a hell of a lot harder for them to cover if he's kind of breaking out and just the play just breaks down and you're covering for more than 3 seconds. That's a tough one there.
I agree.
As always with the Chiefs, because of the way they play and how they possess the ball, the number of possessions is normally lower than normal games. So you have to be efficient. You have to get 7s instead of 3s. And that's basically it. I don't really have any others. Those would be the 2 biggest things to me is keep Allen in the pocket be efficient on offense, and everything else, I think, takes care of itself.
I think for me, it needs to be the singular vision by this football team to win their 10th straight game. The Chiefs are 0-2 the last 2 times they've been 9-0. First time was 9-0 in Andy's first year against Denver. I'm sorry, the second time. And then during the Dick Vermeil era, they go into Cincinnati, who I think had won 1 game in the time, and they dumped them. So listen, I think the Chiefs just have to. The key is the Chiefs' willingness and their drive to make a statement on Sunday. I think that's the key. If they're all on board and they've had a good week of practice, they're fired up, and they have that attitude going in, they'll win this game before it starts. So that's what I'm looking for.
I agree.
Yeah, I think they take that approach.
That's all go to him.
I think they take that approach.
Lane integrity. Lane integrity.
There hasn't been any evidence to show that they've kind of taken a week off.
Yeah.
Right. There have been stretches in games
last week
where sometimes
they were tired last Sunday.
The urgency isn't there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to what Magic used to call winning time, okay, so whether it's like third quarter, middle of the end of the third quarter, trying to put them away before the fourth, or in the fourth quarter down the stretch, when it comes to winning time, that's when they stand out because they've been there so many times before. No one's afraid of the moment, and it's just something that they do just about every week.
Yeah.
So my number one key is, containing Josh Allen, not to have him coming out the pocket, doing the scramble drills, going all the way to the sideline, throwing 50-yard bombs down the field. And also, I say you got to stop, you got to stop Cook coming out the backfield. You got to doing these quick cuts, coming out the backfield, doing, amazing things out of the backfield. Also, don't let Patrick Mahomes get touched. Let him be clean this game.
Yeah, he needs a clean game.
So, he needs a clean game.
So keep his jersey clean.
Yes. Keep his jersey clean. Also, the number 4 keys to victory is Matt Nagy. Call a good game. If you come out here, you come out and say the deep ball. Hey, I'm on your heels. I've been watching all these weeks, and hey, I feel like next year he don't need to be here because the offense should be playing like it is. So I'm calling what it is. I'm gonna be real today. So I feel like, hey, this offense need to play much better than what it is.
Does real mean negative against Matt Nagy? Is that what it is?
Everybody say that.
If I say something negative or tell somebody they got to stand up, that's being real. The Chiefs been practicing for
9 weeks straight. I'm tired of seeing practice. I want to see this.
You are correct.
How about we be real and say that Matt Nagy's actually called really good games? And I would imagine, I would imagine Coach Reed has something to do with it.
All right.
No, listen, guys. Honestly, just keep Mahomes jersey clean.
What I'm saying is
it's play calling is fine.
They
got to execute.
All right, hold on. Hence, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like the offensive line. If we all know, if one guy was still coaching this offense, this offensive line probably be playing better, and the run game be playing better, and we all know who that is.
Oh no!
Seriously,
hold on, guys.
Seriously,
he was beating a butt.
How does a different offensive coordinator improve a rookie and a second-year left tackle?
I'm just saying.
That's on Andy Heck.
Okay, so
it's not Andy Heck a bit, but it's on the players, right?
It's Andy Heck to get these rookies.
They have to step up. There aren't many rookie left tackles. Everybody
wants to say the partial of Tyreek Hill, this person left, that person left, but a lot of people missing when we lost that offensive coordinator. The ball guy. Everybody know who I'm talking about.
Why do
you had nothing to do with last year and the drops and everything else.
If he was his name is Eric Bieniemy,
if EB was on this team, this offense, he would be in the offensive lines, but the wide receivers, he would be he'll be on the offense's heels. So this right here, I can say we gonna go out those deep balls.
Here's your classic Chiefs fan. They're 9-0.
I understand that,
and they've got more complaints. about stuff that doesn't really come into play. It's just we don't score enough points. It's not exciting enough for me. It's not a video game. I play better on Madden than the Chiefs do in real football. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think you're trolling for the enemy jersey or something. I don't.
What I'm saying is this. I'm being honest, guys. We look at everybody. We can be honest. Come on, guys. We all Chiefs fans. Y'all passionate. We all know Matt Nagy has not been calling a good game.
No. This is no. Don't get it straight. Anybody out there? This is Hensley's opinion. We do not share. We do not know any of that. Okay. I don't know how you know, but if you do, that's your opinion now. Don't throw that on anybody.
The Chiefs made a choice for Matt Nagy over Eric Bieniemy.
Dude got to the playoffs twice.
And the guy guided. Let me speak now. Let the old man speak
in the comment section.
Yes, exactly, Nick. The old man is speaking. He has done a terrific job considering last season of what he had to work with. The wide receiver position was a joke outside of Rice.
I guess so.
It took Kelsey a while. Donovan Smith and Wanye Morris were moving left tackle. The right tackle, John Taylor, was getting flagged every game.
Good game.
Hold on.
Let the old guy speak.
Let me speak, and then if you want to keep this nonsense going, I will let you.
Let him speak.
But Matt Nagy, I think, has done a good job. What he had to do last year, they won their second Super Bowl in a row. They're going for 3 this year. He has had to change his offensive game plan every week. He lost 2 tight ends in the same week. He's lost his top 2 wide receivers.
Everybody lost something.
No, dude. Don't even go there. You can't even
compare. Nick, why can't we score every single time we have the ball?
You cannot compare with the Chiefs injury list.
Why isn't Pat the number 1 fantasy quarterback?
And the fact that they're 9-0, dude.
Why?
No.
Why?
Stop it.
This got tense. This got real. Guys, in the comment section, do y'all believe that Nagy is the problem or Chiefs kept the enemy?
Okay, hold on. We're talking over each other. This is lively. All right. Okay,
Nagy is the problem, guy.
Okay, the bottom line
is not the problem, but
Matt
nonetheless,
Nagy got to the playoffs twice with Mitch Trubisky.
Order in the courtroom.
Okay,
I just like getting everybody heated up for the red.
Bottom line. So you don't believe any of that? Then is that what you're saying?
No. Hense ain't spicing nothing up. Hense was serious.
Okay,
he was dead serious.
So don't back off now.
I'm trying to spice it up.
That's how it is on the Bow Tie Show.
No, what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this, man.
Is it a Nagy argument or is it an EB argument?
I say it's a Matt Nagy argument. Looking at that's all I'm saying. Looking at this offense, man, I feel like he should be playing better. Come on, guys. Let's be real.
He said, "Let's be real," like 8 times.
Let's be real.
Okay, can I give you the absolute fact? Can I give you the absolute fact? You ready for it?
Let's get it.
Matt Nagy is going to be a 2-time head coach in the National Football League, and Eric Bieniemy has still got a 0 up.
That's all right.
He interviewed 21 times, but nobody would hire him.
I understand you don't like the offense, isn't why. But it doesn't have anything to do with with calling of the plays. Typically, there are guys there. You say it all the time. There's guys open. Well, they're open, but the offensive line is breaking down, or Patrick leaves the pocket too early, or there's all sorts of different things that happen after the play is called. If he was such a bad play caller, Reed would just take over and say, "You know what? I'm gonna call all the plays."
Reed calls a lot of the plays.
The show was going on too smoothly. I said, "No, I want some heat on the show."
See, guys, he said,
so it
wasn't no heat. He was dead ass.
Do you believe what you said, or were you just making it up to live in the show?
No, I believe that Matt Nagy somebody needs to sit down and talk to him. Like some of the play callers, hey, it need to be better, man.
I love this shit.
Right. But look at the game preview, guys.
You're confusing the play call with the result. You want better results. I don't think it has anything to do with the plays that are being called.
You want no. me talk. Hence, you want a high-powered offense. You want an old high-powered Chiefs offense, right?
Yeah.
So under Matt Nagy, they just do enough to win. Is that what you're saying? They do enough to win.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
And it's not enough. It's not good enough.
There it is.
I'm exhausted.
But looking at this panel before we get into ours, everybody is picking the Buffalo Bills over the Kansas City Chiefs.
Two people there.
Yeah, two people.
MJD, one of EB's best buddies, protege, UCLA guy, and Nick Shook.
Yeah. Also looking at our panel, it's surprise but not surprise. We all know where it's going. Coach Dre has picked the.
Are you serious? What the hell? I know I picked the Chiefs.
If anyone on this show is being the provocateur, it is the coach. Because it's so insincere, it's so transparent that I swear he's working on his shtick for the Comedy Store.
But again, even though I said all that stuff, I do see the team putting up 45.
Ooh, God, wouldn't that be great?
Matt Nagy and the play calling.
Then you got nothing to complain about.
Hey, I had to put a coach, right? Coach said you got to get on the players, you got to get on the coaches.
You gotta get on them.
That was my
listen. On the panel, listen. On the panel, everybody used
someone's ass.
Getting in that ass. And listen, though. Everybody used to the Chiefs scoring high-powered guys, but you couldn't be beat. That's what Hense used to. That's what a lot of these people in the kingdom used to. But now it's more slow paced. It's more methodical. Now we just don't settle down.
I'm tired of having a heart attack every Sunday, guys.
As soon as that happens.
Well, they quit tweeting out stuff before it happens for the rest of the
I'm editing this shit.
Now listen to this. As soon as that happens, and the defense takes a step back because they're playing so many more plays. What are they going to start bitching about then? Oh, what's happened to the defense? They can't stop anybody. Well, yeah, because the offense is on the field for 2 minutes, and they're right back on the field. So, guys, Nick, it's like some heat. It's like economics. If you pull from one thing, something else is going haywire.
Oh my goodness! Where did we go today?
We just typical fans.
What I'm saying,
no, don't be saying we. All right, come on.
Oh, excuse me, Nick. Excuse me, Lou.
I'm just saying this, man. I just want my team to put that.
Lou is the one that keeps it real.
You just want to blow out.
Lou said I keep it real.
I'm tired of every Sunday sitting at the edge of my seat, like, oh man,
you wouldn't have it any other way.
Dang it.
You just want to blow out. I get it.
You want to be smoking the cigar, drinking your cognac at halftime.
Lou said, I'm the one that keeps it real with the Chiefs. He said, I keep it real. Hense said, I keep it real 8 times. Let's be real.
We appreciate the passion, and that's what we do here at Four Guys.
But let's get into our
passion in the kingdom.
Let's talk about our sponsors one more time before
we go. Reason we're here. Come on.
All right. First up, Mr. Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Real Estate Group. If you're looking for someone who can help you buy or sell a house in the greater Kansas City metropolitan area, give them a call today at 816-729-3785, or you can email them at esaleskc@gmail.com.
Proud sponsor of Fact or Cap.
And another proud sponsor is my incredible wife, Emily Athan. If you are looking for a flexible health coverage option for either yourself, your family, or a small business, give her a call today at 913-215-9086. Whether you're looking for a government option or the private option that she has available, she'll analyze your current situation and find the best deal for you. So call her today at 913-215-9086.
Emily.
That's right. And next up, our new sponsor,
you use electronics at Resell Electronics. TVs, laptops, Apple Watches, cameras, cell phones, plus so much more. And if you're into gaming, we carry new gen as well as vintage consoles. Resell Electronics in Independence.
That's right. Resell Electronics. 2 great locations in Independence, up on Nolan Road and also down on 40 Highway. If you're looking for a Christmas gift, if you're looking for specials on Black Friday, these are the guys to go to. They got some amazing deals coming up. You can reach them at resellelectronics.com. You can call them at 816-886-7285. Either way, you go in or you call them, or you go to the website, make sure you let them know that the guys at Chiefs Blitz and Bow Tie sent you over.
10% off. Reset.
He threw that
10% off reset. But again, guys, great show. Thank you guys for joining in. We will see you with a victory Monday. On Monday. So, guys, great show.
Let's get it.
Let's do it. All right, guys, you have a great weekend. Big sports weekend this weekend. Fights tonight. College basketball and football tomorrow.
Tyson,
NFL football on Sunday. And even the KC Current is in the semifinals. They play Orlando, I believe, on Saturday. So check them out. Let's root for them as well. They're a championship caliber team, and you gotta love winners in Kansas City, and they certainly are. So shout out to the girls
and good coaching too.
They have a great coach,
and they
have
really
a great
need to
head
start
coach.
scoring more goals.
Shout out to Cleveland Cavaliers.
We don't talk. NBA is boring.
All right,
Talk to me in the NBA when we get to March.
Go Cavs.